pal sponsored review time, kiddies! And of course, this one is about Chaos Effect by Mr. Chaos, a fanfiction about a Michiganian being isekai'd into Yu-Gi-Oh! And already I hear my Michiganian viewers probably being yay in the comments section. Now, before I continue, let me give you a little bit of background on my Yu-Gi-Oh! Exposure. I was there when Yu-Gi-Oh! Became a thing on 4Kids TV, and of course, the CW's, like, anime block back in the day. I actually remember it a little bit. I was there for the movie when it came out in theaters. I was there for the McDonald's card release. I actually have some of those cards still. I was there for when they had a high school arc, or an academy arc. I was there for even when, of course, they decided to do motorcycles, but dropped up after that because as I got older and, of course, started getting into much more fun things here, stuff started not making goddamn sense to me. And let's face it, when I figured out that 4Kids TV had censored some shit, and yes, of course, I am talking about the finger gun thing, because apparently in the original it was supposed to be a fucking 1911. Again, just one of those things.
Of course!
I mean, hell, I even have the goddamn Duelist DVD to basically teach you how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! From the actual goddamn show, but... By the way, if anyone is thinking about wanting this, or me trying to rip this and upload it to YouTube, let me know in the comments section. Because, of course, I was that kid in junior high, well, not really preschool, in, like, 3rd, 4th grade, I think, when I started getting popular, that decided, hey, I'm just gonna start getting these fucking cards just because my friends got them, and my first deck was from Spencer's, and it was in Japanese, so yeah, there's my exposure to it. So what exactly is Chaos Effect? Chaos Effect, like I said, is an isekai where a dude from Michigan gets isekai'd into an anime self, and of course, because the fates are jackasses, the poor bastard is put into the 4Kids variant, meaning that, sad to say, he cannot get the thing of, oh, you're threatening me? Ha ha! You want a duel? Ha ha! I, of course, summon gun! So, no. He is put into the liberal media 4Kids TV that says, oh, we can't have our kids be exposed to guns. It'll turn them into mass shooters. Fuck you liberal bastards!
No shit.
I'm good. I'm good. Still pisses me off a bit, but I'm good. So, of course, that's all the story. And our first main character, the bastard, our poor Michiganian vines, is May. May, who is not my type because I believe in muscular women. Muscles are justice. And, of course, obviously, he sees right through the bitch because he's actually watched the goddamn anime and even curses himself with the fact that, oh yeah, I'm in the goddamn 4Kids dub. And let's be honest here, if he wasn't in the 4Kids dub and I was there, I'd be arming the fuck up! Because, I'm sorry, you're putting my ass on a wild goddamn island? Motherfucker, if I do not have my trusty 1911 AR-15 Kalashnikov FN 2000 J3 battle rifle, or even my shotgun, then what the fuck else am I gonna do? Use a big ass knife?
That's a knife.
So yeah, needless to say, I wouldn't be a happy camper. And that's not to say I'd go around with a firearm and threaten people. No, motherfucker. That would mostly be used against wildlife and in self-defense, because, contrary to popular belief, not all Americans are violent sociopaths or psychopaths. In reality, a lot of us going into the wilderness with a firearm are protecting ourselves from wild and dangerous animal, including the white-tailed deer that has actually taken lives. Don't believe me? Look that shit up. There's actual statistics of people dying from white-tailed deer. And I ain't talking about car accidents either. No, I'm talking about their goddamn horns. Small rant aside, if this guy was a Texan, a Tennessean, anyone from the South, and we couldn't have our guns to go into the wild to hunt and protect ourselves, yeah, no, motherfucker, we'd not be happy fucking campers. And then again, I think that's the reason why that motherfucker primarily is sourced from Asia, because Asia, not a lot of guns. But that aside, small rant aside, the fanfiction itself, I'm not gonna spoil because the thing is 75 chapters. I spent through it reading the entire fucking thing, and after 75 chapters of this motherfucker, what do I think of it? Aside from it being about the 4Kids dub, it's not really my bag. Now, before anyone crucifies my ass in the comments section like I just insulted Hayao Miyazaki, understand, I haven't been into Yu-Gi-Oh! Since, like I said, the one that had motorcycles, and that was back when CW was a thing still with their anime blocks. I legitimately like it, don't get me wrong. There are some elements of it that made me chuckle. The main character's good. I like the way he's well written. He does have some Michiganian and, of course, somewhat paranoid, but not too paranoid to the point that he's fucking Stalin, thinking that everyone's after him mindset. He's actually analytical. He is very much so thinking ahead. He's kind of like Lex Luthor in Yu-Gi-Oh! In my opinion, in terms of like the analytical planning, or like a Sherlock Holmes type deal, where he's always planning, always analyzing things, always making sure things happen. And then, of course, yes, this does change the canon slightly, and yes, I mean that. Unlike being a background character, this guy is actually changing some of the canon around by actually interacting in some events and trying to make sure things either don't happen or do happen. Me personally, mind you, if I actually was there, and I was allowed, of course, my 2 World War 45, I would immediately go to Seto Kaiba's little brother, start killing everyone in my path, free that little shit, get him out, and then, of course, put a gun directly to Pegasus' head, pull the trigger, and then happily bye-bye, I just saved the world. But again, that's just my libertarian, anti-mega corporation sensibilities talking, because I played way too much fucking Cyberpunk 2077. And yes, I know that Pegasus does redeem himself, and yes, I know it's that fucking cursed jewel in his eye that he's using. But I'm sorry, a mega corporation that has that much money and control and actually has the whole mindset of, oh yes, let's kidnap children and hold them hostage to completely use them against our rival corporations to do our deeds. Yeah, no, motherfucker, you're getting a bullet in the goddamn head. Overall, though, the story is actually well written. I did have fun reading it. It's just not my bag, though. So, Mr. Chaos, if you're watching this, and of course to you, the viewers, if you, of course, want to read this story, pin comment down below. And like I said to Mr. Chaos, your story is fine. It's entertaining. Just not my bag. Again, I didn't want to go into spoilers on it. I just wanted to kind of give you guys a good feel of it. To the person... to future sponsored reviews, if you want me to go into spoilers, well, too bad. It's a flip of the coin. But again, like I said, it's not a bad story. It's just not my bag. Either way, though, like I said, if you want to read this yourself, it's down there in the pinned comment down below to fanfiction.net. Again, it's Chaos Effect if you're willing to look the sucker up on Google by Mr. Chaos. And as always, if you want to help support the channel, or even help support future gun builds, help improve the channel itself so we can get some actual proper studio lighting, or even, mind you, help sponsor future reviews, be they media, be they fanfiction, comics, manga, then consider donating to the PayPal down below. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, I've been Airsoft Al, the common man's airsofter who gets really pissed off at the fact that I'm not allowed to bring my boomstick or my guns to help allow me to survive against a wild bear attack. Because seriously, there are fucking bears in the woods. I need my 10mm. I need my 45 ACP. I need my 12 gauge slug. Something to protect myself against Mother Nature's ravenous beast. Till next time, ladies and gentlemen.
Looking for that perfect game for your gaming console? Video Game Corner is the largest independently owned video gaming store in North Mississippi, located at 1519 Highway 72 in Corinth. We are an authorized limited-run retail store and have a massive collection of retro games and game systems, and also plush toys and collectibles. We also pay top dollar for your used video games. Check them out Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Visit Video Game Corner in Corinth.